Hello and welcome to Drive Spark. This is Stephen Neal and we are here today at the reveal of the MG ZS EV. This is the MG ZS EV. You say how you want, ZS, ZS, but whatever you say, this is quite simply a revolution in the Indian market and there is no doubt about it. So let's take a quick look at what MG is bringing to the Indian market, and here we go. This is what MG is bringing to the Indian market, and this is the ZS EV. As the name says, this is an electric vehicle and this is MG's second product for the Indian market, especially when you consider the fact that the second product and it is a premium EV. You get an idea of how big a risk MG is taking, especially since it's a new entrant in the Indian market and it has only one premium SUV already in the Indian market, and now it has revealed this, which is a premium electric SUV in the Indian market. Well, what does it entail and what does it feature? Let's take a closer look. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a look starting from the back. In fact, here we have this really simplistic yet very well designed rear end. You've got these LED tail lamps, LED indicators, and you've got the MG badge taking center place. You've got the ZS EV badging, EV in a special shade of blue, and you've got the Internet Inside logo here. Yes, this, like the MG Hector, also has the Internet Inside feature. And let's take a closer look. Right up front we have this, right up at the top we have this tail lamp as well. And let's take a closer look inside the boot. And okay, that seems to be locked for now, but let's take a closer look inside the vehicle before we do the exteriors. So here we have the interiors of the MG ZS EV. You've got this new iSmart 2.0 touchscreen infotainment system. It involves a lot of features. Let's take a closer look at it. You've got the MG iSmart infotainment system. This comes with a lot of features from a lot of brands, including Airtel, Cisco. You've got Nuance, so you've got a lot of technology going into this unit. Voice command, it's got a lot of it. You can once again speak to it, ask it to do all your tasks for you while you concentrate on driving. Sound is produced through these speakers that have been located in all four doors. The closer look at the dashboard, as you can see, the AC vents look pretty premium. It's got good looking vents. It's got these aluminum finish inserts, surrounds. You've got airbag right here, written here, and you've got the stitching on the hard plastic, soft touch plastics. This is the glove box of the MG ZS EV. It's not too big, but should do. You've got this. This is you've got these AC vents right here. As you can see, the air conditioning is turned on right now. It is blowing. You've got the controls for the HVAC right here, and finally you've got the drive modes and the transmission right here. You can switch between R, N and D, and well, you've got the steering. We will get there in just a bit. And let's take a look at the rear end first. The rear seats, so you've got pretty good upholstery over here. This is all soft touch material, leather. You've got hard touch plastics over here on the panels. Seats are pretty soft. Cushioning is damn good, and you've got this much knee room, which is adequate, and you've got the recesses in the seat, in the back of the seat, to allow for more knee room. Let's take a closer look at the insides of the driver's seat. So here we go. Let's take a closer look at the driver's seat. Okay, before we do that, here's a peek at the rear seat. It's a crowded place in here, so well, everyone's very interested about the vehicle. Let's take a closer look at the driver's seat. Uh, so before we can do that, quick some quick information about the driver's seat. You've got those controls that we saw earlier. So it's electric drive. All you have to do is get in there and slot it into one of the modes that we saw earlier. While we also wait to get into the driver's seat, let's take a look at the roof. You've got these roof rails with the chrome finish, silver finish on it, aluminium silver. You've got this small little window right here. Every bit of space used to pull more light into the vehicle. And here we go. Let's take a closer look at the interiors, the steering, and this is where it all happens from. You've got the instrument cluster right here. All the information you need being pushed out on this instrument cluster. You've got 220 marked on the instrument cluster, on the speedometer, and instead of a tachometer you get this percentage meter, wherein it shows how much percentage of the power you are using. So if you can see, it's written boost between the 90 and 100% mark. That's when you're full throttle, and you've got the efficiency and charge being written there when it is below 0, and 0 to 30 is efficiency. So that's where it's telling you, okay, this is the most efficient part. You've got steering mounted controls right here, and for the audio and for various functions of the vehicle. And well, that's about the interiors. You've got this roof that MG calls the sky roof. Well, it's the next version of sunroof, wherein you've got a large percentage of the roof covered with this glass that allows you to look out. The lights are being dimmed, and as that is being done, let's go toward the other end, wherein we have more display vehicles on the display area. You've got the MG ZS EV in different colors being displayed right here, and this is the display area at the launch, at the reveal event. And this display area also notably shows you the charging points, and this is what you have under the hood. Let's take a quick look. This is what you have under the hood, and as you can see, of course, no engine, but this is all electric powertrain, all electric systems in here. And you have the charging point right here. This is what you can do with this SUV, the MG ZS EV. Well, you've got the charging point right there, and this is the adapter, and this can be plugged into the front of the grille, where you have the charging port. We can look at the charging port right there. It's being charged as we speak. So here it is. This is how the grille opens up and reveals the charging port. Well, when speaking about charging, of course, let me tell you, it comes with 5 different methods for charging that you can use, that can be used to charge the MG ZS EV. First method is, of course, your normal charger. You've got the fast chargers that will be installed at dealerships, which can charge up your ZS EV from 0 to 80% in under an hour. That is pretty good. And then you've got the other style of chargers where you install them at your homes or offices, where you leave it for overnight charging, and then you can call in for charging while you are on the go, and MG would send a response vehicle to help you charge your vehicle. Speaking about specs, under the hood is not an engine, but it's a motor. It's actually above the wheel. It's mounted behind the wheel right there. It produces 141 bhp, which is about 7 horsepower down from the European markets. And in European markets, it produces 350 nm. Not too sure about what it does here, but it has a range of 340 kilometers on one fully charged battery right in the Indian market, and that is pretty awesome, to be honest. The battery, as you can see here through this demonstration, is pretty well insulated. You've got all these protection devices built into the battery, IP67 rated, so it's dust proof, waterproof, etc, etc. So that was the MG ZS EV that has been revealed for the Indian market. It is expected to be launched in January 2020. MG has also promised us that at the event, MG's MD Rajiv Chhabra said that at the 2020 Auto Expo, MG would be revealing more products, more electric vehicles for the Indian market, and that is a pretty good thing to look forward to, because this is what the Indian market needs. Manufacturers stepping in, taking the roll up of setting up infrastructure and also launching more electric vehicles. So looking forward to that at the 2020 Indian Auto Expo, which we would be covering, so stay tuned to that. And that's it from us for now. Stay tuned to DriveSpark for motor news, reviews and updates.